The Dallas Cowboys are entering a new phase, and the latest moves on their coaching staff are turning heads across the league. With the defensive lineup being reshaped, it's clear that the organization is putting a premium on a mix of experience and fresh perspectives. Christian Parker is stepping in as the defensive coordinator, bringing a vision that is expected to shape the identity of the team's defense for the seasons to come. Under him, Derek Ansley and Ryan Smith will operate in significant roles, each with their unique expertise and track record. Ansley, with his history as a defensive coordinator and a variety of roles coaching defensive backs, carries a wealth of knowledge, especially with experience leading the Packers' passing game. Ryan Smith, meanwhile, comes with experience as a quarterbacks coach in Arizona, and his influence is expected to extend into shaping the passing schemes and coordination under Parker's guidance. The combination of these hires reflects a strategy aimed at balance, seasoned insight paired with a willingness to innovate, ensuring that the Cowboys' defense is not only disciplined but adaptive to the evolving challenges in the league. The search that led to these appointments has been extensive, signaling a commitment to due diligence. Interviews spanned multiple candidates, some of whom had histories with NFL teams and developmental leagues alike, demonstrating that the Cowboys were thorough in evaluating every potential fit. Among the notable hires, there's a clear emphasis on youthful energy, with nearly all the coaching additions being 45 years old or younger. This approach underscores a conscious decision by the Cowboys to foster a dynamic and adaptable coaching environment, avoiding stagnation and infusing new ideas into the team's defensive strategies. Fans are now closely watching how this mix of youth and experience will translate on the field, particularly in high-pressure situations where the nuances of defensive schemes are tested. Looking at the broader defensive coaching picture, Marcus Dixon has been brought in, bringing his history as a defensive line coach with experience spanning the Vikings, Broncos, and Rams. His expertise in defensive line techniques and run game coordination, coupled with familiarity in managing high-caliber players, makes him a compelling choice for the Cowboys. Additionally, Eric Henderson, Zach Orr, Rennell Williams, and Shane Bowen were all part of the recent interview process, each bringing diverse skill sets. Henderson and Orr, with histories across the Rams, Ravens, and collegiate programs, offer insights into both linebacker coaching and defensive line development. Bowen, with his long-standing association with Mike Vrabel and work with the Texans, adds a layer of continuity and deep understanding of linebacker development. The accumulation of these hires indicates a deliberate layering of talent, ensuring that every segment of the defense has a specialized coach capable of maximizing player performance. Denzel Martin and Robert Livingston represent another layer of expertise within the Cowboys' defensive restructuring. Martin's long tenure with the Steelers, moving from scouting roles into coaching, exemplifies a comprehensive understanding of player evaluation and development, which the Cowboys have historically valued in assembling coaching teams. Livingston's record, particularly as the Colorado defensive coordinator, highlights his ability to adapt schemes to available talent, a crucial skill for a team aiming to maintain consistency in defensive performance despite roster changes. These hires reflect the team's strategic approach to building depth in their coaching roster, not just relying on marquee names, but emphasizing effective, proven methodologies that enhance the overall defensive philosophy. On the offensive side, stability appears to be the prevailing theme. Most of the existing staff will remain intact, ensuring continuity for players who thrive under established systems. Tight ends coach Linda Wells has explored offensive coordinator opportunities elsewhere, highlighting her growing reputation in league circles. But for now, the Cowboys maintain their core offensive structure. Ronan Young, promoted to running backs coach after previously serving as an assistant offensive line coach in Pittsburgh, exemplifies the franchise's commitment to internal development and upward mobility. These decisions on the offensive side demonstrate that while the defense undergoes a significant overhaul, the offense is being positioned to maintain rhythm and consistency, preserving the balance necessary for overall team success. The Cowboys' approach to constructing this coaching staff reveals a meticulous and forward-thinking strategy. Instead of quick hires or reactive decisions, the organization undertook a comprehensive search, evaluating candidates with an eye toward not just current performance, but long-term growth and adaptability. This method stands out, particularly in comparison to prior years when staffing decisions often felt more immediate and less strategically layered. By integrating a mix of experience, youth, and versatile skill sets, the Cowboys are creating an environment where innovation is encouraged, but foundational knowledge and proven techniques remain central. This balance is critical as the team navigates the increasingly complex dynamics of modern NFL play, where offensive schemes are constantly evolving and defensive adaptability can determine the outcome of pivotal games. The emphasis on a thorough search process also extends to roles that may not appear as headline-grabbing, but are crucial for team cohesion. Assistant coaches, quality control analysts, and position-specific specialists are being considered with as much care as coordinators, reflecting an organizational philosophy that every layer of coaching contributes to the ultimate performance of the team. The Cowboys seem intent on ensuring that each unit, from defensive backs to linebackers and linemen, receives focused, informed guidance. This not only improves technical execution, but also enhances strategic planning, enabling smoother in-game adjustments and the ability to counter sophisticated offensive plays. Fans and analysts alike have taken note of the attention to detail in these hires. The combination of candidates with professional playing experience, prior NFL coaching roles, and collegiate coaching backgrounds offers a rich tapestry of knowledge and perspectives. Players are likely to benefit from this variety, as exposure to multiple approaches encourages adaptability and sharpens decision-making on the field. The Cowboys' commitment to this type of staff development could serve as a blueprint for other franchises seeking to build resilient, high-performing teams. By investing in coaching depth and versatility, Dallas positions itself not just to respond to immediate challenges, but to foster a culture of continuous improvement and strategic thinking. The integration of these coaches also reflects a broader trend in the NFL. Teams are increasingly valuing diverse experiences and innovative thinking over simple tenure. While experience remains essential, the ability to adapt to new offensive trends, incorporate analytics, and manage player development effectively has become equally important. The Cowboys appear to be embracing this philosophy wholeheartedly, ensuring that their coaching staff is equipped to handle the multifaceted challenges of modern football. Whether it's defensive alignment, pass rush schemes, or quarterback development, each coach brings a unique perspective that contributes to a cohesive and responsive team strategy. As this new staff settles in, the ripple effects will extend beyond the XS and OS. Player confidence, practice efficiency, and game day execution are all expected to improve under a coaching team that blends innovative thinking with hands-on experience. The Cowboys' approach signals an understanding that coaching is not just about schemes, but about relationships, mentoring, and fostering a winning culture. By layering their hires strategically, the organization ensures that every player, from rookies to veterans, receives the guidance necessary to perform at their best, while also promoting a culture of accountability and growth. As we continue to break down the coaching landscape in Dallas, the intricate planning extends into every corner of the team. While the defensive revamp has captured most of the headlines, the offensive staff retains a level of stability that is equally strategic. Nick Sorensen remains in his role as special teams coordinator, ensuring continuity in one of the game's most specialized areas. Maintaining cohesion in special teams is vital, as it can be the difference in close contests, and Sorensen's experience provides that steady hand. Beyond special teams, the offensive unit is largely unchanged, reinforcing the philosophy that a strong, familiar system allows players to execute confidently while absorbing the innovations introduced on the defensive side. The Cowboys' offensive line and skill positions have also seen subtle shifts designed to optimize performance without disrupting chemistry. Ronan Young's promotion to running backs coach is emblematic of the organization's emphasis on growth from within. Young's background in offensive line coaching, combined with his work with running backs, gives him a unique perspective on blocking schemes, gap assignments, and rushing strategies. This dual insight allows him to better integrate the run game with the protection schemes, a synergy that is critical for sustaining a balanced and dynamic offense. Meanwhile, Linda Wells, despite exploring opportunities as an offensive coordinator elsewhere, remains focused on developing the tight end core. Her experience and the multiple interviews she engaged in reflect her rising reputation and the league's recognition of her capabilities, while her retention by the Cowboys signals trust in her ability to cultivate talent within the team's framework. Returning to defense, the depth of coaching talent the Cowboys have assembled is noteworthy. Zach Orr's addition as a linebackers coach strengthens the team's front seven and adds experience from his time with the Ravens and other NFL stops. His background as a player and coach provides insight into positional nuances that are often overlooked but can be decisive in key moments. Coupled with Shane Bowen, who has worked closely with Mike Vrabel and carries a wealth of linebacker experience, the Cowboys linebacker group is positioned to operate at a high level, adapting to complex offensive formations and pressures. The strategy appears to be layering expertise, combining seasoned perspective with newer ideas to create a defense that is both disciplined and unpredictable. Meanwhile, the assistant coaching positions continue to demonstrate the Cowboys' commitment to comprehensive staff development. Denzel Martin's extensive experience with the Steelers as a scout and outside linebackers coach brings an eye for talent evaluation that complements his coaching. Robert Livingston's record, particularly his time as a collegiate defensive coordinator, showcases an ability to adjust schemes to maximize the available talent. Both hires reflect an organizational philosophy that values the total contribution of every coach, not just the coordinators. The team is intentionally creating a support system in which assistant coaches can provide detailed, position-specific guidance while collaborating closely with coordinators to execute the overarching strategy. It's also important to consider how these hires influence player development. Young players entering the league, as well as veterans seeking to refine their technique, will have access to a staff with diverse experiences and perspectives. The blend of NFL playing experience, college coaching, and prior coordinator roles equips the staff to handle different learning styles and developmental needs. Players can expect to receive individualized attention, which is increasingly vital in a league where marginal improvements in technique, decision-making, and situational awareness can translate into meaningful advantages on the field. The Cowboys' approach suggests a long-term vision for sustainable success, focusing not only on immediate performance, but also on cultivating a culture of continuous improvement. The emphasis on tactical innovation is particularly evident when examining how the Cowboys are positioning themselves defensively. Christian Parker's leadership as defensive coordinator, supported by Ansley and Smith, indicates a plan to implement complex schemes that challenge opposing offenses. By blending traditional defensive philosophies with modern approaches to passing defense and run support, the coaching team is setting the stage for a multifaceted defense capable of adjusting in real time. This adaptability is essential in a league where offenses are increasingly dynamic, blending spread concepts, RPOs, and high-tempo strategies that demand responsive and intelligent defensive play. The Cowboys staff appears to be preparing their players not just to react, but to anticipate and dictate the flow of the game. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. The scene unfolded with a rawness that immediately ignited speculation across the football world. Michael Irvin, the most iconic figure ever to wear the Cowboys' legendary number 88, appeared on television visibly emotional, struggling to hold back tears as he spoke about what he perceived as a betrayal of tradition inside the organization. His words were not framed as analysis, but as pain. According to Irvin, recent decisions by head coach Brian Schottenheimer crossed an invisible line that separates strategy from symbolism, and in doing so, disrespected a jersey that represents excellence, accountability, and a standard built over decades. Irvin did not accuse Schottenheimer directly of ill intent, but his tone suggested something deeper than a disagreement over play calling or personnel usage. He spoke as if the identity of the Cowboys had been mishandled, hinting that the number 88 is more than a number, more than a receiver's role. To IRVIN, it is a promise to the fans and to the locker room that certain values will never be compromised, regardless of circumstance. When he said the jersey had been dishonored, it sounded less like a critique and more like a warning. Around the league, the reaction has been immediate, though mostly whispered. Some believe IRVIN's emotions reveal growing tension between the franchise's past and its present direction. Others speculate that his comments reflect unease among former players who feel increasingly disconnected from the team's identity. There is also quiet debate about whether IRVIN's outburst hints at internal conversations he should not be having publicly, or if it was simply a spontaneous release of long-simmering frustration. Schottenheimer has not directly addressed the remarks, which only fuels the rumor mill. Silence, in moments like these, often invites interpretation. Is the staff dismissing IRVIN's perspective as nostalgia, or is there internal acknowledgement that a symbolic misstep was made? No one seems willing to say out loud. What is clear is that IRVIN's tears struck a nerve. When a legend cries over a jersey, it suggests that something intangible may be at stake. Whether this moment fades quietly or becomes a defining tension point remains uncertain, but the echoes of that emotional accusation are unlikely to disappear anytime soon. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.